might sound obvious to you, but here are some mobile applications that you can download when you're moving abroad and can be very helpful over time so that you don't feel as if you're going crazy and wondering what to do when you move to a certain country and you're wondering, okay, so how do I navigate? How do I communicate? How do I buy groceries? What is my life? Should I even go back to my own country? What is all this? What is happening? Help me, please, and it can be quite crazy. So here are some apps that have helped me over time and could also help you when you are moving abroad. So please go ahead and stick until the very last minute of this video. So one of the apps that is very, very crucial, especially if you're moving to Europe, would be Google Translate. Google Translate is one of those apps that comes in handy for pretty much anything to do with translation, and even what to say as a rebuttal when someone is trying to strike a conversation with you, for sure. And this app is going to come in handy, and especially if you go to a country and maybe you go to the supermarket or the grocery shop and you're wondering, okay, what is this in English? Please, if you don't speak the language, one of the things that obviously you would need to do is try to speak, try to learn the language, for sure. But hey, if you are not yet conversant with the language, Google Translate will come in handy and will help you to understand exactly what maybe is on the grocery shops, to help you to read signs, and you can always even scan an image, and Google Translate is going to help you translate it into the language that you can understand. So that is one of the apps that has helped me over time, even in different European countries. So please go ahead and make sure that you download it before you leave your country. Another app that is very, very important would be a navigation app known as City Mapper. The reason as to why I am saying City Mapper and not any other app is because City Mapper is one of those apps that can help you within the European continent, and it includes several of the major cities within Europe, and you can be able to navigate within the European continent using City Mapper. However, obviously it's important to download the local navigation apps for public transport, whether that's trains, buses, ferries, trams, and all that kind of thing. So make sure that you do your own research to know which is the app that is usually utilized in the country that you're going into, and download it ahead of time, because you're gonna need it when you land in that country. One other app that would be very crucial for you, which maybe should have been the first one, is an eSIM app, and I usually use I know I'm obviously maybe saying that wrong, but it's one of the eSIM apps where you can be able to purchase internet on the go. And what that means is, for example, if you're leaving Kenya and then you land in a country like Germany and you need internet in the first place, and possibly obviously once you leave the airport you don't have access to Wi-Fi, then you can use this eSIM to give you internet for navigation, for directions, for WhatsApp messages, and so on and so forth. And you can utilize this app for the period that you have bought the internet on that particular app, and it is very, very helpful, because at least you're able to communicate maybe with the people that you're going to meet with, or navigate your way around the new country, and you don't have to worry about keeping on asking people, maybe they don't understand your language, and it can be quite difficult. So that's another app that's very crucial. One other app that you can also download is maybe Revolut or Wise, one of those online banking apps. However, sometimes when you are in Kenya or any other country, they will not allow to give you maybe a card or open an account, especially if you do not have an European address. So it would be one of the apps that you can actually download when you get to your destination, and this would be very helpful to you, because at least you can be able to get an account that is maybe a euro account, and maybe you can transfer some money from your own Kenya shilling account to the euro account, and this can be very helpful in the first instance, and so that you're not going crazy with the conversion, because conversion is going to get you mad sometimes, Now another app that is very helpful, or a platform, is called omayo.com. So it's omio.com. Is usually one of those platforms that can be able to show you maybe cheap options for buses, trains within Europe as well. So you can be able to see if, for example, maybe you're going to a country that is close by, then you can get a very good deal for bus, Flixbus, it could be Alsa bus, it can be pretty much any one of those buses, and this can be very helpful to you, especially if you're moving around the European countries. This is one of the platforms that has really helped me before. Another app that's also very crucial, which again I should have mentioned initially, is Skyscanner. Sometimes I actually prefer using it online. It can be Skyscanner, it can be Kayak, it can be any one of those platforms that can be able to simulate flights, because yes, you can actually buy your own flights. You don't need an agent. The way we have in Kenyan mentality that you need to have an agent to actually buy a flight for you. You can buy it yourself. So what you want to do is go on skyscanner.net and find navigate through that website and find a suitable flight, and then do not buy the flight using the third-party apps on that platform, whether that's Skyscanner or Kayak. Make sure that if you choose a flight and you're like, this is a flight that actually works for me, then go to the airline's website and buy the flight from there, because in case of any changes, in case of any delays, then you can be able to contact the airline directly, and they can be able to help you much faster instead of the third-party apps. So that's a pro tip. Now, other apps that would be considered social apps would be things like Eventbrite, Meetup, such platforms, as well as maybe if you want to go on dating apps as well, that's up to you. So you can choose to go on them, things like Bumble, Tinder, that's up to you. So you can download these social apps ahead of time, or maybe when you get to the country that you're going into, and they would be very helpful for you to interact with the people around. One other pro tip would be to join groups of people, communities, maybe on Facebook, as well as maybe on WhatsApp, of people who've already been living there, and maybe they came from other different countries and are living there, and can help you to integrate into the system, and you can be able to know a few things, a few tricks, maybe even things to do with housing, things to do with maybe taxes, issues to do with how to move around, what to buy, where to buy stuff, etc. This would be very helpful for you. So if you are not yet on Facebook, most of these groups, I've found them on Facebook being very helpful. So you can again maybe download Facebook if you don't have Facebook yet, and because most of these groups are vested there. If they are not, maybe on WhatsApp, and you can be able to find your tribe, and it can be very helpful to you. So I do hope that this little video gives you a little overview of the apps mobile applications to download on your phone, so that you are ready and you're not stranded. As usual, as I say on this channel, I'm here to help you, because I never had this information when I was moving abroad. So please make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below, or maybe if you have another app that is very crucial. There is also maybe apps that will help you learn the language, e.g. Duolingo and all these kind of platforms. So please make sure that you can leave your comment down below. And until next time, bye.